What's going on, everybody? It's Ricky with Videohomicide, back with another movie review / recommendation. Today we're going to go back to 1968, take a look at a film from Sergio Corbucci. It's called The Great Silence. Now, this is a movie that I know I've started at least 2 to 3 times, never finished it, probably fell asleep, because I'm guilty of a lot of times coming home after work, putting on a movie, and then all of a sudden, boom, pass the fuck out. I'm sure I'm not alone in that, but I'm also, in the words of Jack Torrance, outlining a new writing project. My next comic that's going to appear in Cinema 187 issue 6 is it's a satanic horror edition of the zine, but my story is going to be a Western. Okay, so what I'm trying to do right now is really get myself, inspired, see some crazy shit, and I've seen crazy shit in both films, so I'm really feeling the crazy panels coming to life as I watch these movies. So The Great Silence is about this man who's a mute, and he's basically caught in between a bunch of bandits, as you'd call them. Like, there's all these people that live on the outskirt of this town. They all have high bounties on, not high bounties, but they all have bounties on them, and there's a bunch of bounty hunters that are taking them out one by one, sort of thing. And the main bounty hunter is actually Klaus Kinski, plays a character named Loco. And I think that this movie was on fucking repeat when Tarantino wrote the script to Hateful Eight. If you've never seen Hateful Eight, or if you've never seen The Great Silence but you've seen The Hateful Eight, you should check out The Great Silence, because there's a lot of stuff that I could see that was lifted. There's a lot of stuff like in the beginning of Hateful Eight with the whole truck and like a guy coming onto the truck that's the sheriff and all that kind of stuff. It's really good, really well done. It's bloody, very bloody film. I like westerns that are set in like a cold environment, like it's snowy out, it's shitty out, and there's just something about this guy, The Great Silence. He doesn't use like a revolver. He uses like a German gun, like a Mauser. Really badass. Although I'm not sure I'd want a gun like that back in those times, because I just feel like it's less common to find like ammunition and stuff. Like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like you can go to the middle of fucking John's gun store in Missouri and he's gonna have what you need for that thing, But he has this, The Great Silence has this thing about him where he will only kill in self-defense. So he'll prompt people to get pissed off and then go to pull their gun on him, and then he just fucking takes them out. And that's how he kind of gets away with a lot of these murders and stuff. One thing that he does that I thought was pretty unique was he shoots the thumbs off people so they can't fucking use guns anymore, and that kind of comes back up later on in the story. But one thing, this is a total spoiler, but the way that he became The Great Silence I thought was interesting, because one of these assholes, he was after his father when he was a kid, came into the house, shot the father, shot his mom, and then slit his fucking throat. Because later on, when people are trying to get him to talk or whatever, and he exposes that his neck has been slit, he ends up shacking up with this girl whose husband was murdered. She wants to pay him $1,000 to kill Loco, Klaus Kinski's character, and he's basically like, ends up fucking her. And it's just, I don't know, these movies are very up my alley in terms of they're very digestible. And I'm not saying like I can't digest a fucking like deeper meaning type of film, you know what I mean? Like, I like thought-provoking films as well, but I just love the formula of these westerns. And I actually watched another western last night, so there'll be a double feature western video coming up at you, but both Sergio Corbucci, and you could probably, you might be able to figure it out with like one fucking try. But yeah, these spaghetti western flicks, man, they're very rooted in like this badassery. Like Ennio Morricone, the guy that did the score for Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, countless other films, he does the score for this, so it has like a really good atmospheric presence about it, and the fact that our main guy doesn't talk, it just, I like that. And it's kind of like with the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly and the Dollars trilogy, like the man with no name. Like, I like when they have something about them that's unique, like this guy don't talk, this guy don't got a fucking name. Clint Eastwood, man, I don't know the name of this actor that plays The Great Silence, but he's pretty good. His name is Jean-Louis Trinichon. I guess he's a Frenchman. Yeah, he's a French guy, so no wonder he wasn't fucking talking in this movie. But I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure that one of the characters, like that fucking seedy, twisted, what's his name? What is he, like I don't know if he's a loan shark or a fucking banker or what he is, but I'm pretty sure that that's Tuco's brother from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The guy that is like the priest or whatever he is. Really thought that was cool. That's one thing about these Italian films. It's cool to see like the same kind of background characters being reused. You know what I mean? And it was good. I almost just like mixed up. Spoiler alert: the film that I watched next was Django, so I'm kind of getting them a little bit mixed up. So I don't want to go down that road and actually, because I was about to say, oh yeah, the fucking Mexican guy with the gold, but that was actually Django. So, Great Silence, really good film. Highly recommend it. It's available to watch on the internetarchive.com. You can watch it in Italian, you can watch it in English. So obviously I watched it in English, and man, I'm grateful for that Internet Archive site because there's a lot of really good stuff on there. I pulled my copy of Air Pirate Funnies off of that fucking thing. So definitely, I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you leave a 666 in the comments. And with that being said, adios.